Bombs left, right, and center. Rocksteady is hit with multiple rounds of layoffs, or well, one big round of layoffs anyway. Pretty huge. One staff member was made redundant while on paternity leave. So they are savage with their sort of cuts now. They don't care. They're just getting rid of people, which makes a lot of sense because Rocksteady lost Warner Brothers $200 million. $200 million. That's not small. That's what Warner Brothers have confirmed multiple times now, that Rocksteady quite literally cost Warner Brothers $200 million, all because of Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League underperforming. So that is the amount of money that these games can lose, which is that's more than some movies lose. It's a lot of cash. So let's take a look at this, guys. Rocksteady staff have told Eurogamer of redundancies at the studio following the underperformance of Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. The company's QA department has seen its size almost cut in half over the past month. Eurogamer understands from 33 team members to 15. I mean, that's over half.
Because they didn't do any QA on the game before they shipped it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, no, maybe they did. The thing is, they brought in Sweet Baby Inc., mate. So maybe they did. But this is how it was always meant to be. But it's their fault. They shouldn't bring in Sweet Baby Inc. So with poor sales of Suicide Squad directly cited as a reason for its restructuring. So that is literally the reason why these people are being fired. They are citing Suicide Squad is a failure. We have to get rid of people. Crazy. Not a surprise, but still crazy how they're being so transparent about it. So the job losses extend outside of QA2. One staff member posting publicly on social media over the weekend revealed that they've been told they're being made redundant in the middle of their paternity leave, which is pretty savage. But again, that you play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Maybe you're not to blame. Who knows? I've heard a lot about Rocksteady going the way of the woke. So, if that is true and you're a bit of a wokester, I don't have any sympathy for you, I'm afraid. Get your head out your ass and be a better person. So, Eurogamer has contacted Suicide Squad publisher Warner Brothers for comment, but so far has not received a response. Rocksteady staff who requested to remain anonymous told Eurogamer that the loss of so many roles in the developers QA department, including team members with specialized knowledge, would leave their remaining colleagues shouldered with more work, or with it being cut down and closed entirely, which could actually be the case, right? Like Rocksteady could just shut. There's also been an acknowledgement by Rocksteady's senior management that product quality will now suffer as a result. Sorry, product quality suffering. We already got that when you had loads of staff. It was called, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Bit rich that they're going to say that products will suffer now. They were dog shit anyway. That's why you're being binned off, mate. So, staff members affected by the job cuts include numerous junior staff, but also several team members employed at Rocksteady for more than 5 years. Last month, Warner Brothers reported a 41% fall in gaming revenue year on year due to the weak performance, directly citing Suicide Squad, after previously saying that it had lost $200 million on the game. Work continues on Suicide Squad's year of post-launch content, though nothing has been said of what, if anything, will come next. Probably nothing. And they've really, they've full-on embraced the utter drivel nonsense with this game. I mean, I tweeted about this because I replied to a tweet and I said, go work, go broke. And there were loads of people going, whoa, you got lots of people saying I've got a small penis, which, is not true. And also, they were not aware that this game was woke. But Exhibit A, this is Mrs. Freeze in Pride colours for Pride. So, yeah, they did. So, yeah, you go woke, you go broke, you hire Sweet Baby Inc., the most notorious woke game company. That's what you get. Okay? Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. I've said enough. What do you reckon?
Oh, this was bound to happen. I mean, This is another problem. Rocksteady, the minute the two founders left the company, you should have known it was over. And this game looked like the cutscenes were really well done at the what was it called? The Fandome, when everybody was on the global crisis sit at home time when they were presenting all this stuff. That's how long this took to get to market. Supposedly it was going to get to market like real quick because it was mostly done when they presented it at Fandome. And then they retooled it with all the SBI garbage, and this is what you end up with. Look, there is no market for this stuff. You can try to pretend that there is. There's no market for Dustborn. There's no market for Concord. There's no market for Suicide Squad. I can go down a list of all these games that have underperformed to the extreme. Right? So it's just it's a constant thing. And the more we make fun of this and the more that we call this out, the better. Right? We're you and I are going to be covering another story here in just a moment that also is video game related, that also not a lot of people know about yet, but they will. And there's a studio called Ubisoft that's really about to just implode. Ubisoft is going to implode. They're going to release another, if not back to back, or three in a row, terrible games that drive their company's reputation and their earnings straight down into the ground. And it's all because of leaning into this agenda stuff. They are not serving their customers. They're serving this shit.
Yeah, I mean, look, that bitch has got bigger thighs than me, which is pretty alarming, to be honest. She got bigger thighs than her shoulders?
This is a mass of humanity, quite literally, with a teeny tiny head. If you look at this, as far as the structure goes, this isn't a human structure.
I mean, it's gross and it offends my eyes.
No, I'm saying was that like a mesomorph? What do you call the biggest like physical makeup of a human? Is that a mesomorph build?
Yeah, but this isn't a mesomorph, is it?
No, I'm looking at a tiny little head.
Fat woke bitch.
There's a little thick, this little pimple head on top of this massive body. That's just not normal.
Yeah. Nah, she's gross. Look, at the end of the day, it's just nasty. Get work, go broke. It just is what it is. I don't know what to tell you. It's crap. I'd be surprised if Rocksteady doesn't lose. Actually shut down, to be fair. I am surprised they're still going. I don't understand why Warner Brothers... I mean, Warner Brothers must be so... Well, they are pissed, obviously, about this. Because they're, making loads of people...
Well, Rocksteady... Yeah, Rocksteady, literally, is owned by Warner Brothers Games. Time Warner Limited. And, they weren't before, but they literally...
Yeah, well, they were making good stuff at a certain point, weren't they? I mean, this is the company that made Arkham.
Yeah.
The Arkham games. I mean, that's madness.
Yeah, well, and it's going from about 260 employees or so down substantially now. They're going to get smashed. So,
yeah.
This wasn't a giant studio, but there's that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is coming for all video game companies because you can't keep doing this, investing so much money into these video games and expecting a return when you are, giving people nothing that they want, to be honest. So,
well, and
anyway, there you go. We will move on unless you got something else to say.
No, just that people in the chat are correct. I mean, this isn't going to stop here. I mean, CD Projekt Red's going to go through it. Or Rockstar is about to go through it, which is Take-Two Interactive. I mean, there's a list of games I'm going to be reporting on over the course of the next year and a half. By the time we get to March, there will be 3 major studios that'll be in this exact same position.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah,
it'll be very, very interesting. So, anyway, there you go. We will move on.